the commercial break, Michael told me we were already 4 minutes over, so I thought, well, I better be quick. My first guest tonight is a great actor and friend. He's in The Art of the Steal, which is on video on demand now and in theatres March the 14th. Take a look at this. Kurt Russell, everybody, Kurt Russell. What's up, big time? You look good.
Hanging in there.
Yeah, you look good. You look nice. You look like you're kind of like California casual kind of
playing
doing
golf. I've been playing up in the AT&T in Pebble Beach. That was a lot of fun.
You play golf? I didn't know you played golf. I just started.
Not very well, but by a lot of rain, a lot of wind. It was kind of.
Did you get sick?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I didn't.
What have you got?
Great scene.
Yeah, it's good to see you, man. Yeah, you just slap some of that one.
That's what I needed. Yeah.
Yeah, there you are. Just.
Hey, man, how you doing?
Did you get the flu?
I think so.
Yeah? You haven't been to a doctor? You got to go to a doctor, man.
I'm just in the catching it stages.
Oh, you're in the you're just catching it, giving it away.
Yeah.
No, I've already been. Also, I got a flu shot. Did you get a flu shot?
No, but I should, I think.
Yeah, you got to get a flu shot, I think. What do you don't believe in modern medicine? You believe in...
I'm just afraid of needles like everybody else.
You're afraid of needles?
Well, enough so that
Yeah, that's fair enough.
But I'm gonna pull through.
Dude, you're Snake Plissken. You can't be afraid of needles. That's crazy.
Snake Plissken didn't like needles.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I like needles.
But he said it quietly, like, like needles.
He made you think he wasn't afraid of anything while he told you he was afraid of needles.
Yeah, that's right. Just afraid of one thing. Hey, you still flying? You flying around a little bit?
You know what? I sold my plane. I had the TBM.
Yeah, it was a great plane. I was up in it with you.
That's the one that I took you flying.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of you for what you've been doing.
For learning to fly?
Yeah.
I'm really proud of you for taking away all my money and pouring it into airplanes.
I thought I'd be really
I thought I was doing okay for money, and then I met you. I was like, I have no money left.
What are you flying now?
I'm not flying anything right now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not flying.
What if you were flying, what would you be flying?
You know what I want to do? I want to go back. I want to go retro.
That's what I want to do.
I want to go stick and pedals.
Yeah.
I want to do maybe stick and rudder, not stick and pedals. Well, pedals.
Stick and pedals.
Stick and pedals. Yeah. I fly like this. That's why I have to.
Yeah, no, that's it. That's exactly what I want to do. By the way, I saw because I got tired of I flew one time and took my son and a friend and his son to a hockey tournament. We came back and shot an approach into Santa Monica, and it was fairly low. So I came in and landed the airplane, and as we were leaving, a guy he knew stopped by and he said, "Hey," he said, "you just flew in here with Kurt." He said, "Yeah." He said, "How's he fly?" He said, "Like this."
Oh yeah, because it was all instrument flying.
That's fun. I'm like you. I'm kind of tired. I wanted to go back to this.
Back to those. Maybe a Stearman, Boeing Stearman.
I'm actually thinking of this thing called a Carbon Cub. Takes off the ground in 3 times its body length.
Wow.
Lands at 100 feet and things like that. So
that sounds like a bicycle with an engine on it to me.
We're going back to the basics.
No, I want a big rotary engine.
But I know you moved up the ladder.
Well, yeah, I've been flying around a little bit, my Cessna. Yeah, a little Cessna. It's all right. Yeah. You sold your plane? No, I can't believe you sold your plane.
I sold it because I really did. The kind of flying that I was doing, I was kind of finished with, and I wanted to get a different kind of an airplane, but I didn't know what. So I said, you know what, I'm going to.
Now, wasn't your grandfather was one of the pioneers of early?
I think I have his license somewhere. This is a great one, signed by Orville Wright, signed by Orville Wright. I think it's number 192.
The 192nd pilot's license in the U.S.?
Yeah, and one of the reasons it's so late is because he hid for 2 years. He was in the day when they were doing stunt flying, a lot of stunt flying. He was a stunt pilot. He was a national stunt champion for 3 years. And they didn't want to have a license. They didn't want to be held accountable for most of the stuff they were doing.
I think there's still guys like that flying out of Santa Paula. You know Santa Paula?
Yeah.
You get there's a little practice airport, and you get near there, and you just you don't hear anybody on radios, which you're meant to, and you just see guys going. Did you have guys with their teeth flying out?
Did you ever get in any situations where you kind of went, I don't know about this?
Yes, I tell you, the first time, because you kind of mentored me into flying an airplane, right? The first time I did my solo cross-country flight, flight.
Yeah.
I had to fly over to San Gabriel's, Van Nuys, over to Bakersfield, the first flight.
Porterville?
Right, Porterville. I went up to Porterville.
I told him to send you to Porterville.
Yeah. But I was coming back, and I went over the San, and I hit moderate turbulence.
Right.
Which is, there's nothing moderate about it. I don't know why it's called moderate turbulence. It's not moderate turbulence.
It's not moderate.
It's like, ah!
Yeah.
And I'm in the airplane on my own. I was flying the airplane on my own. And before I started flying, I talked to you. And I said, I want to know what's behind my fear of flying. And I remember you said, behind the fear, Craig, is you. And I thought, oh, that sounds like a movie. And then I'm in the plane, I'm in moderate turbulence, I'm crapping my pants. And then in my head comes you going, behind the fear is you. But it's not just a dude, it's Kurt Russell's voice. So it really is like a movie. Behind the fear is you. I'm like, get out of my head, Kurt Russell! I've got to laugh. I was terrified, absolutely terrified.
But you landed the plane.
After about 5 times, I got to Van Nuys Airport, and I was bouncing up and down the runway, and the controller said to me, how many landings do you want on the runway?
That's funny.
Yeah, it was great.
But you've done great. You've done really great. I really am proud of you. There's been quite a few people that I've had the opportunity to mentor, but we had a conversation. This is how many years ago?
7
years ago.
Yeah.
And we were doing this, you know, like we're doing now, and we started talking about this, and I realized that he was talking about white knuckling it, and I said, you know, you're the kind of candidate that generally makes a very good pilot, because when people who are afraid of flying start to fly and get over the fear of it, they never lose the respect for flying.
No, I
gotta have that.
I don't know if I respect flying or I just respect gravity. I very much respect gravity. And airspeed. I respect airspeed a great deal more than I used to.
It's nice to have it.
How was it your grandfather got you into it? Is that what happened?
No, I've been asked that question many times, never could really answer it.
Wasn't it you were racing speedboats at one point?
Yeah, I was, but it had not. You know, I mean, I did that, but it didn't have anything to do with the idea of.
Well,
flying.
they can get airborne if you race them fast enough.
Yeah,
can't they?
unfortunately, they don't fly well.
Oh, you know, we should talk about the movie. The movie looks good.
It is good. It's
yeah. We have to take a break.
We don't need to
talk
about
I mean, I tell you. We're back. So we're just talking about your movie, Kurt.
So
what happens? Is that Dylan? You're fighting with Dylan in that movie? Why?
Yeah, actually, that kind of looks like a serious scene. It's a semi-serious scene. It's actually it's a funny movie. Jonathan Sobel, the guy who wrote it, is a very clever guy. It's kind of it's a con man / heist movie, and there's a couple of things going on at the same time. It's one of those movies that gets you thinking about one thing when actually another one's taking place.
Is there a car chase in it?
You know, I don't remember. It's been a while since we shot it.
They probably put one in.
There's car stuff in it.
Well, let me put it in a way that maybe it will help you. At any point during the film of the movie, were you doing this?
Just that. Just that. But he's a clever writer. The guys in the movie, all of them. I mean, Jay Baruchel. I had a lot of scenes with Jay.
Jay, I worked with Jay in a movie.
He's
funny. Lovely. He's French-Canadian.
He's a funny guy.
Very funny. Yeah.
And Matt was great. Matt was perfect. What the part called for, I thought he just did perfectly. Catherine Winnick, Kenny is in it. Chris D. I can never pronounce his last name. Really clever and talented.
Wait, his name's D, and you can't pronounce D?
The Mopalopalopalop.
Oh,
I begged him to change his. I said, Chris, did you shorten it to it's Dilamopoulos or something?
Yeah.
I said, change it to Chrissy D or something. You know, I can't.
You can't do that. You can't change people's heritages because
like
it's inconvenient.
So it's impossible.
Come on, man.
He's a very talented guy.
Yeah.
There's some good people in this movie, and I thought it was a great opportunity to just have a good time. And this Jonathan Sobel, I kind of predict that he will do some interesting movies.
Yeah. What about you? You watching the Olympics?
Yeah. Since I've been laying in bed for 2 days trying to get well enough to come down here, and I've been listening to it in the background.
You know what? I love?
Much.
Every chance they get, they keep asking the Russian guys, "Hey, do you guys remember the Miracle on Ice?" And the Russians are like, "I don't know what you're talking about. This never happened. This never happened."
I heard they're going to do a documentary on that.
Oh, really? No.
Which is actually, I think, probably a more interesting story than the American.
Well, the movie was pretty good, though.
Well, those guys, but that team, that Russian team had won 72 games in a row.
Wow.
And it literally was a trip to Siberia if you lost, and they all did, I guess.
Jeez. Well,
so, you know, rough go. Yeah.
That's sport.
The way it's sport, yeah.
We got to go. Say goodnight. Kurt Russell, everybody. Kurt Russell.
More practice.
I only started learning to fly because I was afraid of it. You know,
I know.
In the last 5 years, Kurt Russell was on the show and he said, "You're not afraid to fly. You're just a control freak," and it turned out he was completely wrong. I am afraid to fly. Do you know Kurt Russell?
Yes.
He was he got me flying. He took me on flying lessons. Then when I had about 8 hours of flight time, he took me on his plane, his TBM 700. It's a fast. Little zippy plane, and we were coming into Santa Maria Airport, just me and him, and he said, "Land the plane." I'm like, I can't. He said, "Land the plane. How are we going to get down if you don't land the plane?" So, you know, I kind of sort of landed the plane, and he helped me, but I wanted to cry, but
With happiness or fear?
Fear. But you can't cry in front of Kurt Russell.
I know. I know. It is Kurt Russell.
Yeah, and he's like, it's Snake Plissken. What are you going to do, cry? Oh, scared!
I did a film with him where we played superheroes, Sky High.
Yes, that's right, yeah. You had a little outfit in that, as I remember.
Did.